Welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Let's Play The Secret World. As always, I am your host, J Square John Jeremy, and last we left off, we met up here with Norma Creed, whose husband was part of the crew of the Lady Margaret, and part of the main story quest here in Kingsmouth. Now, she's got ourselves a couple of missions here. First one that she has here is a mission called They Never Stop Coming. Norma's house is surrounded by zombies, and even though she blasts them to pieces with her shotgun, they seem to never stop coming. She is encouraged by the way the bones burn on her bonfire, however. Perhaps incinerating zombie remains is a way of getting rid of them altogether. Tier 1 is Norma can't seem to kill the zombies attacking her house fast enough. There is no time left for cleaning up the remains. Help Norma defend her house. Alright, before we do that though, I noticed up here there is a lore item. Go ahead and read that. Maybe the first Lady Margaret lore item. Nope, I was wrong. The fog. What is the fog? There was no forecast. There were no screams. There was no sound. Only the fog. It crept in, and it crept out. The people walked, and the people died. Then they walked again. The fog followed the return of the lost fishing vessel, the Lady Margaret. The crew had a story to tell, of a graveyard of ships, of the red seaweed cloak that birthed the fog. Ask us about the Lady Margaret, sweetling. Ask us properly, and we will tell you. Alright, so before we start the Norma Creed missions, we want to take a look at our character here. We've got a bunch of points to use. Let me get away from the fire so we can get rid of that sound effect. Slightly annoying. There we go. Alright, so we've got a bunch of points. We got 16 points available in our ability wheel. Let's see what we can do with them. So we've already maxed out this portion of the wheel. Let's go ahead and do the same for this one, the Toxic Affinity. Increases the duration of all your affliction effects. Sure. I'll buy that. Fantastic. Got an achievement for something. Spark and React. Purchase all inner wheel elemental abilities. Well, there you go. Let's take a look here. Does that give us access to the second one? It does. Look at this. So now we have a whole bunch of separate abilities here. Tempest, Disturbance, Resonance, Mortality Curve, Altered States, and Zero Crossing. I assume, considering the massive amount of AP costs here, that these are more powerful elemental specific attacks or abilities. Like, for example, Wildfire. An elementalism attack that deals a moderate amount of damage to your target and nearby enemies. Builds a weapon resource for each equipped weapon. Or Critical Control. Whenever you hit a target in a hindered state, all your group members have an increased hit chance for a short time. Not interested? Ignition. An elementalism strike that deals a moderate amount of damage. Builds a weapon resource for each equipped weapon. Arc Flash. An elementalism chain that deals a moderate amount of damage to your target and jumps to nearby enemies. That sounds pretty cool. I like group attacks. Molecular Exploitation. Whenever you hit a target in an inflicted state, you deal an extra hit for a small amount of damage. That's not bad either, considering that Shock gives an afflicted state, which is our main small attack. So it's basically 2 attacks for 1. Single target elementalism attack. Okay, so I think it's a choice between Molecular Exploitation and Arc Flash. I think are my 2 options that I really want to consider here. And of the 2, I think that I want to... Let's go for Molecular Exploitation. Well, let's see. Hold on here a second. Do I want to get rid of any more passives right now? Every 8th attack you finish activating is guaranteed to critically hit. That's not as important anymore. That's cool. That's still cool. That's still cool. Increases the damage dealt by all attacks. Might never matter. So whenever we critically hit or whenever we shock someone, it sets an afflicted state. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can get rid of that and then add in molecular exploitation. Did I buy it? Now I did. Very good. And that's all my points there. Now we have 6 points available here for skill points to use. And I think what I'm going to do, the damage one is just simply another damage set. I'm going to put these into the talismans here. You know, so that way we can increase our skills here. 2, 4, 6. So now we can equip, I assume, quality level 2 talismans. And this also increases our protection, health, and physical protection. Very good. Alright, so we've got all that stuff in there. Now let's talk to Norma Creed here about this the Never Stop Coming mission.
Yeah, you'd think these wet bits would just fizzle on the bonfire, but no, they sparkle like kindling wood. That's heartening.
Okay.
Ah, geez, what a mess. Good thing I'm not particular. You know, I'm used to getting my hands dirty. Fish guts, childbirth, sutures, the dead. Yeah, maybe I was born for this work. Ah, that don't sound right. Nobody's made for this ungodly work. Except maybe this old thing. So I kill and I chop and I burn, but there's more of them every day, and I feel like I'm pushing a very big stone up a very steep mountain.
Sisyphus.
And it keeps rolling back down. What do you call that? Sisyphean?
Yep.
Or is that when you get a burning in your privates? My idea of culture is reruns of Cheers and, you know, not ancient Greek mythology. Well, the old gal ain't a proper match for everything that turns up on my doorstep. Seems she's too much for most of it. Spreads a bone of dead man's guts all over the place. Well, there's no time to gather it all up before we're right back up in the thick of it. And they never stop coming. They never stop coming.
Very little kickback there, huh? Alright, go to the back of Norma's house. I can do that. Let's see what we've got here. Making our way back to... Okay, something is coming. Kill the attacking zombies. I can do that. Come here. They're stuck. Apparently. They're dumb. Oh, they're breaking the house. Can I do that? Yeah, apparently they can. More zombies. Unearthed mob. Damaged fence. Kill the mob. More zombies on this side now. Oh god! Solomon Death Cultist? Yeah, what is that? What are you? You're breaking my fence, man. Hammer time! Where you at, guys? There you are. The arc attack probably would have done better here. Well, we are getting the double hits, for sure. Oh, God. Stop breaking my fence, man. It's not cool. Not cool at all. Get out of here. I'm gonna hammer you. Hammer time. More enemies appear. God damn it, no cultists. You scare me the most. Hammer time. Alright. Tier completed. Collect body parts around Norma's house. The zombies have been kept at bay for now. Collect the body parts scattered around Norma's yard and the nearby woods and throw them on the bonfire. It's a bit awkward, but I can do it. I didn't kill anyone all the way out here. Norma. What kind of body part's that? Like a torso. Alright, now throw the body parts onto the bonfire. Where's my cat? Damn it, cat. There should be an option where they just automatically spawn when you start the game. Get your ass over here, cat. Right, throw them onto the bonfire. Alright. Now, we need to kill a whole bunch of zombies, apparently. Hold on, let's see here. The bones fizzled on the bonfire, turning the flame a mystical blue. There are four general kinds of zombies in the area. Those that are dry and slow due to age, those that are wet and emerging out of the water, those that run fast, and those that appear to have cultist roots. Find out which zombie's remains caused this particular reaction. Alright, apparently I have to kill a whole bunch of zombies. And there's no general thing. That's for the side quest. Yeah, just have to generally kill zombies. Okay, I can do that. So let's find out which zombie is which type, I guess. What the game is asking us to do here. So where's the first zombie? So a returned townie. Let's see if that counts for anything here. Returned townie. They count for fast-moving zombies. That's what a returned townie is. And this group is also returned townie. There's a side quest here. Book of Voodoo. Get out of here. Okay. I'll come back to you in a second. So those were the fast-moving zombies. Now we need to kill slow and dry zombies, wet zombies, and zombie cultists. Which is which, though? That's a returned townie. Let's try killing a drowned mariner and see what comes up. I assume the drowned mariner is the wet zombie, but we'll see. Drowned mariner. Ew. Hammer time. Yep. The mariners were the wet zombies. Does a figure impaler count as a wet zombie? Good question. Let's find out. Because this makes it a little easier. If it doesn't, I have to go searching for the drowned seaman. No! Damn it. Try to jump. Didn't jump. Impair. Ha. Nope, does not count. So it needs to be the drowned people. It needs to be these guys, the drowned mariners. See? It's called, I don't know, deductive reasoning. Is that the word it's used for? It's been so long. Get out of here. Hammer time. Good. That's two. Take that item. Oh! Our inventory is full. We need to start selling these things. This is what we need to start doing, but I've yet to see a shop in town. Let's see here. I will go ahead and disassemble this. And take that item. Sure. Can I just merge these things or no? I guess not. Physical protection rating. Physical protection rating. No? No, can't do it. Alright, can't stack them. That's slightly dumb. Figure sea color. Drowned mariners, where are you? Wonder if figure sea color counts. Let's see. Oh, someone's gonna come out of there. I feel it. I feel it. What? The brood pods counted for that? I'm just gonna kill brood pods then. That didn't count. All right. But apparently the brood pods did count. Damn it! I was hoping to get that last shot in. Alright, brood pods count, so die. Die, brood pod. Yep, does count. That makes things a lot easier. Get out of here, Mauler. Now we need to find slow and dry zombies, and then zombie cultists. I assume slow and dry zombies are just regular zombies. I think. I hope, at least. Alright. Takes care of that. Slow and dry zombies. These aren't slow and dry zombies, they're returned townies. That won't work. Let's see here. Slow and dry zombies. Oh, we'll be going into the forest here, the Wispwood, on the search for slower zombies. Reawakened cultist. Cultists work, right? Sure. Let's see how powerful they are. Not very powerful. Oh! You can block things? Intriguing. Yep. That counts as a zombie cultist. Drow grave robber. Turned townie is no good. I'm avoiding that drow grave robber though. Seven. Nope, wrong one. Damn it. Yeah, they have a shield of some sort that blocks the majority of my attacks at first. Intriguing. This is the first time we've seen something like that. You just eventually have to break that shield down. Blue fire is not ever a good thing, right? Alright, anima charge and let's see what we got here. Now, slow-moving zombies is our last thing. Get out of here. Slow and dry-moving zombies. Again, I think that's the just regular, fresh zombie that we saw at the very beginning of the game. Or at least the very beginning of our arrival here in Solomon Island. But let's double-check to make sure. I think I'm going in the right direction. Let me check. Yep, I am. Fresh zombie. Fresh zombie. The Wispwood is also where you can encounter one of these special creatures to the game. Right here. If you touch... Oh my god! So yeah, that is, that's a thing. Let's follow it. That's Jack of the Lantern. Oh, look at that! We came across, at the right time. So, these are players trying to take out... Basically, this is a special boss. Only available, I think, during the Halloween event. Oh, who's afflicting me? Don't attack me. I'm just watching. Trying to get a good view of the show. Damn it. Stop attacking me. So yeah, these are all players here trying to attack the Jack of the Lantern. And it looks like they will not be successful, considering their current attacks are doing no damage. Although, I don't know, maybe there's a lot more players here than there were when they started. My game is probably like, what are you doing recording this, man? I don't know how this is gonna... Oh, wow. Lots of fire. Still no damage on the jack-o'-lantern, though. You can see all this craziness going on right now. Oh, no, look, there is a bit of damage. But look at all that health that's on the jack-of-the-lantern. I'm glad that I found this happening right now, because you guys can see... Actually, you know what? Screw it. Look at me go. Hopefully it doesn't attack me, because I would die instantly. I'm doing damage. That's a good thing, right? This is probably coming out terribly in the recording, because even my frame rate's like, hey, what are you doing there, buddy? I think that's more of the frame rate of the game than it is my computer. It's just having trouble getting everything at the same time. Although I don't know. But this is actually, to be quite honest, if I'm going to be absolutely honest about this, this is the very first time I have ever done anything in an MMO with this many players. I've never played in a dungeon before. At least not like a oh god, no! Not like in a raid of any sort. I just never made it that far into the game, or I just never felt like playing with other players. So this is actually intriguing. Quite intriguing. And again, this is a special... I believe this is part of the special event. I don't think this is happening normally. This is part of the Halloween yearly event, I think. I could be mistaken, and this is like the world boss in like SWTOR. Oh, wow. So yeah, the people are definitely doing damage. He's definitely being hurt. We can see his health down right here. It's continuously dropping. I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't see anybody else dying, though, so I guess it's a good thing for them, right? I'm assuming so. There's a lot of blood. We can see all the red are blood mages. All the blue are elemental attacks. There's so many different people firing weapons here. This is really cool, actually. Somebody's getting way up close and personal with Jack. There we go. There's the frame rate. Look at that go now. That's cool. That's a cool look. That's because I'm not. He's not on my counter here, so that's probably why. Look at all that. That is crazy. This is a lot of the players here. Let me try and zoom out here. These are all players of the Secret World here in Solomon Island. I didn't see anything in the chat saying that they were all heading here, so I don't know if this was just some random occurrence or if people were like, hey, somebody's starting to attack. Let's all join in, or if this is all like a group. Let me look at this for a second. I mean, there's dragons involved here. There's Illuminati involved here. I'm trying to find a Templar. Still no Templar. Illuminati. You're a Templar, right? Nope. Templar. Really? No Templars in here? There's got to be a Templar in here. You don't just do this without a Templar, period. Unless Templars don't come here. Nope, that's got to be a Templar, right? Yep, Templar. There you go. He's going down. He's down to about half of his health, and it's dropping faster. Just try and join in here, I guess. Sure, why not? Let's be dumb. Notice again, that's when the frame rate started to dip. So I'm gonna take off on this, and then you can see this guy like, hey! So, I'm assuming somebody has got him stuck. Somebody's got him perpetually stuck there in a hindered state. And that's why he's no longer moving or chasing after the other players here. I don't know what this glowing thing is. There are people on the trees. You can see them on the trees up there. There's obviously a bunch on the ground here. Somebody's using a bigger Thor's hammer than I have. He's down to about a third of his health. Oh. I thought he was attacking somebody. He probably is attacking somebody. They're just, there's a whole lot of people here. There is a whole lot of people here. Not all of them are attacking. Some are just watching like we are, basically. Alright, let's go back in. Frame rate so low. And we click out, and the frame rate immediately goes so much better. As soon as we stop targeting Jack of the Lantern, the frame rate immediately improves. I'm counting... I've got to say there are at least maybe 40 players here? No, more like 60. If I count... If I go through here, they all show up on the map? No, they don't. Maybe I turned that function off. Probably I did. Alright, what is he at right now? Jack of the Lantern. Oh, yeah. He's definitely continuing to drop. So look at all these effects that are currently on him. These are all from players. These are all afflicted, hindered, damage over time. These are all states that are currently on Jack of the Lantern. And it obviously has an effect on him over time, because his health is continuously dropping with no chance for improvement. He will die, and the players here will be successful. The question now becomes, what happens to the reward? There's so many different players here, I don't know how it works. Let's find out, because we're about to find out, right? His health is nearly gone now. I'm glad I was able to show this. Alright. This is it. Boom! Mission received. Ghost of the Jack-o'-lantern. Goal completed. Destroy the Jack of the Lantern. We can send a report. Not enough space in my inventory for something. I don't know what it was, but okay. Let me destroy some things then. Like, let's get rid of that. Official amulet, get rid of, and blood, get rid of. Ashes, get rid of. Achievement. Yep, this is it's part of Samhain 2013. I assume Samhain is the name of the Halloween event. We have destroyed Jack. Send the report. Seeds sown in October lie fallow until the spring comes again. The Pumpkin Man has his roots in hell, and he returns every season as well. More often, in fact. Reap the harvest today and sow the seeds of destruction tomorrow. We get 20,000 Pax Romana for that, as well as a sack of penny dreadfuls. Open up the bag to find out what's inside. All right, let's collect. We just got a bunch of AP and SP from that. I guess these players are farming Jack because they're still standing here. What's inside of a penny dreadful? That's the question. Did they really just do that? I hear music again. No, somebody's attacking this person. Good job. Let me see here. Hold on. Let's disassemble. Disassemble. I want to see what this is all about. Don't need that. Just making some space. Alright. I have 5 spaces. Let's see what this is. I received a whole bunch of base metals. Base fires, and 5 black bullion. I don't know what black bullion is, but apparently I have 5 of it. Yeah. It's a thing, sure. I'm assuming these players are indeed farming Jack. But, yeah, there you go. I was able to showcase that. We even got something out of it. We got some XP from it, too. It's pretty cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm glad I was able to showcase that to you guys. We didn't necessarily take a huge part in it, but when Ningo Devour... Stay away from you. Trying to get over to the zombie area. Yep, there they are. Fresh zombie. I assume they're the kill the slow and dry zombies. They've got to be. They all evaded that attack. That's wonderful. Nope, they're not. That's not the one. That's not them. Intriguing. Alright, so if that's not them, slow and dry zombies are not fresh zombies. What sort of zombie are they looking for then? We've not really encountered anybody else. Oh. Trapped survivor. That'll leave a mark. This survivor was lucky enough to be spared from the fog by blundering into a hunter's trap. He'll need help to make it back to Kingsmouth. Not yet. I'll keep you there for now, but I will do you later. Not that way. Okay, so... which are the zombies they want? Feral zombies? Crazed rippers? I don't know. We'll try it. See what else is around here. It's not the townies, we know that for sure. That's the mission goal. These are the townies. So it's not the townies they want. Slow and dry zombies. Slow and dry zombies. Where would I find slow and dry zombies? Wouldn't be those guys. Nope, nope. Slow and dry. I get attacked by them. Yep, knew it. Slow and dry zombies. I'm trying to think. I don't remember seeing any other zombies besides those guys. Like fresh zombies, the returned townies. The only thing I can think of was like the crazed ones. But I don't know where they spawn. Okay. Well, taking on Jack took a... Well, seeing everyone take on Jack took a large portion of this video. So we'll go ahead and end this session here. And next time on Let's Play The Secret World, we'll go ahead and continue with They Never Stop Coming. Until then, this is J Squared John Jeremy signing off, saying so long and take care.